name is Eric Diaz, and I work with the Grassroots Collaborative. It's an organization, it's a coalition that works here in Chicago. And what we're actually thinking about is how do we increase community capacity at the very grassroots level, based on precincts actually, to have people engage in the community, to be active. But right now, most of the members that we work with, most of the community we work with, tend to be over 30. And we do have some organizations within our coalition that have youth members, but it's for me, attending this workshop was trying to get ideas about how do we make even a coalition space a much more welcoming space for youth to have buy-in, really to have ownership, that we all are building a collective vision. I noticed that many of the programs that you all are active in designing and promoting put youth at the center and are the primary focus of the agents that are doing the work. So my question is, does it simply have to be that model where it's exclusively youth driven, or is there, what are your all thoughts on how would this work in maybe in more coalition sense where it's representing different generations and different communities?
I think for me personally, and just in my experience, I don't think it has to just be youth focused. I think it's, it's a village, and we need all perspectives to weigh in order to really see a full picture, and then to be able to move forward effectively to build power in our communities. Because it's not just young people, it's older people, it's babies, it's men, it's women, it's LGBTQ folks, it's folks that don't get down with LGBTQ folks. And so it's being able to bring all those people together, I think is important. For us, capacity has always been an issue, and I didn't get a chance to mention that as one of some of our challenges is how do you maintain capacity and continue to be able to invest in folks. And being able to have a good time and create a nice space is good, but for young people, when you're 18 years old, you're becoming an adult, so you got to think about jobs, you got to think about how are you going to really begin to take care of yourself. And for some of them at 18, they've already started doing that process. And so being able to support those young folks continues to be a challenge. I would just say to you, in creating a space, what worked for us is we did internships with high school just graduating seniors who have a lot of time and are willing to work. If you can't offer a stipend or something to be able to compensate, it doesn't have to be real big. Then thinking about when they come into your space and come into your time, what's really going to resonate, and keep them there so that they kind of want to be there and just kind of hang out. And then the work kind of be something that's added into the process. Again, making the videos. We have this one girl right now, she's super shy. Made her stand up on a chair and say that I'm confident, just yelling it. And she broke down. But then a couple of weeks later at our 6th annual Put the Guns Down rally, she started taking pictures, and the pictures were really good. So now she's editing pictures and starting to do video and learning Photoshop. So, again, we can't really compensate her like that, but at least she'll have skills and really kind of think about, what are some of the talents that she has instead of kind of being this shy, unconfident person. And she'll come around, she'll bring her friends around because she wants her homegirl to come, because we always tend to go in packs of at least 2, if not more, and it just kind of build from that. And then one other piece I would say is, again, making the table equal. So it's not just, hey, we want you here for this little piece, but we want you here for the entire whole. Your opinion has self-worth and is equal as everybody else's.
I just wanted to speak with what you were saying. You're Chicago-based. I am actually a student at DePaul University, and I know that we're not the only university out there, but in our 3rd year we have this thing where it's experiential learning. So all of our 3rd-year students are required to have some type of experiential learning, which can be through study abroad or internships. And so if you seek to partner with your universities, instead of maybe you would be able to compensate, but maybe they would be able to get credit by working, with, I'm with public policy, so that's a great connection right there. Or perhaps I'm also majoring in geography. So you have GIS, where students who are learning how to do mapping. So would that be just a natural connection to what the work that you're doing? I was checking.
Callie Greer, Greater Birmingham Ministries. I live in Montgomery, Alabama. You kind of answered the question that I wanted to ask about how this look for the young people. How do it's going to be a lot of work, I see, because you have to find out what individual one likes to do with work. And that the map you showed, I saw, I think, one room in Alabama. If I hit that, yeah, it's sad. I know it's sad. Montgomery, it's sad. Civil rights movement, and just to say that the young people are the ones that are going to change Alabama. This next generation of voters are my hope in Alabama. They just need to know that. Without them, the future looks very bleak for me in Alabama. And if I go to this website, can I find out who to connect with in Alabama that's doing the work with you guys?
Yes, we actually have it coded there.
Okay.
And as you were speaking, little known fact, I am from Montgomery, Alabama myself.
Hey now.
Hey, you're saying Montgomery. I was trying to hold it there. I was like, oh, Montgomery, Alabama. All right, yeah, I should teach there, graduated there. We'll talk. But there are some really good organizations doing work there, including Black Youth Vote, and yeah, you can navigate on the website and click on the actual markers here, and you'll see the organizations that are involved in those campuses or in those areas, and most of them are Black Youth Vote, and I believe, I believe all of them.
Are. See, right there under my nose. Okay, that's basically it. What I want to know, how the hook. I mean, she'd already answered that. How do you get young folks to listen?
And food.
Oh,
and candy,
unfortunately. Okay, no problem. I like to cook. No problem. Okay.
Also honoring.
Oh, I do that. I love that. So I love that, especially young ones, because I lost a son in gang violence in college and didn't make it back. So that's one of my passions. All of my children, so because I don't want to lose another one. So that's my passion. So I respect them more so than I do people my age, because people my age are not, when I go to a room and you say you're engaging young people, I'm looking for us to be sitting behind them as a statement as we got your back, and them sitting up front. That's when I go to somewhere and say that you're engaging, so that they have a voice first. So and we can hear it, and then they can look back to us and say, well, what did you ever experience this when they ask for our advice? But in the South, with us being raised where we are, when we get a certain age, we have that authority, and we tend to want to tell them already because we know, So they get respect from me. It's just maybe their parents and teachers and law enforcement that don't respect them as being humans with a mind and grow up to be adults where we are, and we forget we wore mini skirts too.
Before you leave, I'm sure.
Okay.
I just wanted to add the honor, not just honoring them by telling them the truth. There are a lot of things that young people see adults, and by young people I mean under 18, see adults do, and they know there's lies being told, and they just want to know the truth from us. And that's when they'll come back again and again, because nobody tells them the truth. So it's not just candy that will bring them. At least in my experience, I've been working as somebody out of there. I'm not young, and they love to hear the truth.
That can't be else.
Yeah.
Give me your phone.
I mean, I definitely agree. The young people today are so much, they're just intuitive, and they really understand, and they can see through. And if you're not real, and if you're not genuine, and if you have a hidden agendas, they'll pick it up right away, and they won't be messing with you. And I've seen it in our organization. It happens time and time again, where they really down to do something with this one person, and then somebody comes in and they're just not feeling them, and it's at that point, like, you're not